How's it going, everybody? It is iVisual. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and welcome back to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle versus Kaylib over here in the Monotype tier. Gonna be using a team made by HARPP. It's a mono bug team with sticky webs, it's Focus Sash Galvantula, and a Choice Band Scizor, a Mega Heracross Swords Dance with no Bolt Seed, Rock Blast, Pin Missile, and Close Combats, Adamant Nature. You can check the rest of the team in the description if you want to use it as well. And also make sure to leave a like if you do enjoy these Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles. So let's get my webs up as it leads off a little Ninetales and just knocks me out with 2 Ice Beams. He's faster than me, so that kind of sucks. I go into my Scizor just to Bullet Punch. I can just easily knock the little Ninetales out unless it's Focus Sash, but I doubt it. Scizor is actually pretty nice versus a Mono Fairy team I'm playing against, so I gotta keep it in mind and hopefully make it a late game sweeper, because I can definitely do that, and I probably should keep it healthy for the comfy. So I just go for a Bullet Punch on top of Feeny, expect it to probably want to go for a Defog. It can't go for like Scald and burn me, so I'm not too scared of that since Misty Terrain. So I thought Bullet Punch was pretty nice there, and I decided to just go for another Bullet Punch because I was like, what is the top Feeny gonna really do to me? Throws off the Nature's Madness, and that kind of sucks because now I might not be healthy enough to take 2 draining kisses from Comfy, so I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have switched out, but oh well, it was too late in the battle when I realized that. So I just Bullet Punch, knock him out, and then in comes Primarina. I don't want to stay in because I can't knock out Primarina. Primarina can easily knock me out. So I just go into Armaldo just to sack it, and he just throws off the Primarina EMZ, which is fine. I decided to just sack my Armaldo. I knew it was going to go down to something. Didn't really need it for the rest of this team. Maybe I could take a hit from the Comfy though, because actually Comfy, looking at the rest of my team, is going to be annoying if Volcarona is gone. So I need to keep Volcarona for something like that, since he can Draining Kiss my Heracross and Draining Kiss my Buzzwole. And since Scizor is low, not looking too good. So I decided to bring Volcarona on the Primarina. Since I probably should have went to, like, I don't know, Buzzwole or Heracross. Buzzwole could maybe Earthquake it. I don't have a super effective move. Wish I did, like Poison Jab. Or I can go into Heracross and Rock Blast, but wish I had Bolt Seed. So I have like HP Electric on here. I even have Psyche MZ, and that was the plan at +1 to go for that on the Primarina. Unfortunately, I had Aqua Jet, so that kind of demolishes my Volcarona right there. Plus, that Spark and Aria did so much, so I kind of messed up. Should have went to Heracross. So there goes like all my Comfy answers, and now Comfy can kind of just destroy me. I was kind of hoping maybe I could critical hit a few of those Rock Blasts to knock out Primarina. That could be nice, because Heracross can't live 1 Draining Kiss, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty bulky, but doesn't happen. Down it goes to the Moon Blast from Primarina. Now we go to Buzzwole, and Buzzwole does have the Choice Scarf on it with Beast Boost. And actually switched down to Comfy as well, which surprised me, because that gives me a chance to actually critical hit it and beat it down. And then I'm like, okay, then I'll have a shot here potentially with my Scizor and Bullet Punch, because he has Gardevoir, so not too worried about that. Unfortunately though, I do not knock out the Comfy with the second Earthquake. Luckily he didn't go for Synthesis. He could have easily went for that. That's a priority move on Comfy with Triage. Actually goes for a Calm Mind, which I was surprised by. So I go into my Scizor over here, mainly because I was kind of hoping he would go for like a Synthesis or something like that. But unfortunately he goes for Draining Kiss, and that 2 hits KOs me. And also, maybe I just wanted to see if Scizor can take 2 as well, and it does not at +1. So maybe I should have just sacked my Buzzwole right there, should have Draining Kiss, and then I'd hoped for a Bullet Punch sweep. Even though Draining Kiss, yeah, I probably should have hoped for that. I think it is higher priority, but I would have lived it, and I would have knocked out the Comfy at that range. But I think, yeah, I can knock out Gardevoir, but he had Mimikyu, so I guess, yeah, I lost either way, even if I did that. Because Mimikyu's Disguise, I could just Shadow Claw me and knock me out from the range I was at after Draining Kiss. So that Aqua Jet Primarina really got me off guard. Next up we have is versus Obie. He has a Mono Dragon team, and that's going to be a little difficult because all those Dragon types just hit really hard on his team. But I'm kind of hoping that maybe like Volcarona can pull through with a Quiver Dance, even though he has 2 like Lotties. And I don't have Bug Buzz. I have Hidden Power Electric, Fire Blast, and Psychic. Psychic MZ, both Quiver Dance. So anyways, lead off with Galvantula, leads off with the Kyurem, just goes straight for an Outrage, gets a crit that doesn't really matter. And yeah, just get my sticky webs up. for you know, his team. Not for the flying levitators though, but the other guys. Like if you want to switch out Kirim. I go into Armaldo, as Armaldo can get my stealth rocks up. It would be really nice to break Dragonite's multi-skill and just tip away at the rest of his team as well. Even though I do take an outrage. So I lose Galvantula and I could potentially lose my Armaldo. He does get confused though, so 30% chance for him to hit himself. And then maybe I could hit Stone Edge on him, so I'm going to go for that. Unfortunately though, he does break through and knock out my Armaldo. So, lost 2 Pokemon, but at least I got my hazards up. But then, what if his Defogger just comes in and kind of defogs them away? That could suck. So, I'm kind of scared of that. So I go into Heracross over here. Heracross, I didn't want to go into Scizor because I think Scizor doesn't knock out Kirim from full. Since I'm not adamant, I'm Jolly. Maybe if I was adamant, I could. I think I calced it and I couldn't. So I decided to go into Heracross. And I wanted Scizor healthy because of the Lotties. I have no switch in the Lottie if Scizor gets weakened. Like you guys saw in the last game, where Comfy just kind of went through. Probably should have kept Scizor healthy enough to take it on, and then I could even beat his entire team if I broke Mimikyu's disguise. Mimikyu couldn't break it, but anyways, yeah. I'm talking about this game. Heracross knocks the Kirim out. He comes Lottie. He goes for the defog. Very nice play. Probably expecting me to switch out because, you know, Heracross, I could knock him out with a pin missile if I wanted to. Maybe even a Rock Blast, but what can you do? I was kind of hoping he would just fire off like a Psychic or a Psyshock, even though Volcarona doesn't appreciate that. So at the same time, since he was locked in defog, I did have a shot to advance up, and since I'm not Bug Buzz, I can't really break through Lottie, and especially if he is going to be Calm Mind Lottie, which he is going to be Calm Mind. So I had +2 right there, and then I was like, alright, maybe he's not going to be Calm Mind, but he is. Because if he wasn't, then I can definitely Quiver Dance up and kind of just break through. But now he's raising his special defense, and that's not good. And especially if he's going to be like Psyshock. So I'm going to go into Scizor over here as he actually goes for Stored Powered. So not too scary as Psyshock versus Volcarona. I just go for the U-turn as he goes for another Calm Mind. That's beautiful because I have Scarf Buzzwole that can revenge kill this and probably catch him off guard. Maybe he won't expect it. He'll think that maybe I just want to sack a Pokemon and stay in. But at the same time, I don't really have a choice Scarf on the team, so maybe he'll think it is. But either way, I do catch him over here with the Ice Punch and knock him out, get that Beast Boost. But he couldn't bring in his Lottie and outspeed me, which I'm guessing is Choice Scarfed, his Latios. Since it's a really good Choice Scarf for defog, just gets rid of those hazards as you guys saw, and dodging the Sticky Web. So switch out Buzzwole into Scizor as I'm hoping that I could take hits, and he does just go for the Psychic, and I can take that. So unfortunately, I can't take 2 of them because I stay in over here kind of hoping I could take 2, but nope, I probably should have just sacked something like Heracross and then brought in Scizor because it definitely didn't take 2 Psychics. So that kind of sucks. I go to Volcarona as Volcarona is like my only option. The other guys are going to get demolished by Psychic. So I'm just going to go for some Quiver Dances over here and kind of hope that I can beat him with this. But he does have that Dragonite and still has that multi-skill intact. So he does switch hard into it right there. Unfortunately, I didn't attack. I just go for the Quiver Dance. And Dragonite can just one-shot me with the Extreme Speed. I think he might be banded. I don't know if he is banded though. Maybe just a raw E-Speed knocks out Volcarona, but yeah. Unfortunate. Down goes Volcarona and its pitiful defense. Maybe I should have played around it and went to Buzzwole. But oh well. So Buzzwole takes that Extreme Speed, and I just go for Ice Punch, and then I'm just going to KO the Dragonite as he goes for another E-Speed. That looks to be banded, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's not. But I feel like it is because if it was Z-move, he would have went for a Flying Z. Or other Z-move, like what else would it be? Dragonium Z? Groundium Z? I don't know. But anyways, in comes Lottie, and he can just revenge kill my last 2 because they're weak to Psychic and they're not faster. So that is going to be a GG versus Obie. Unfortunate that I could not beat this Dragon team, but oh well. I should have probably just attacked with my Mega Heracross on the Lottie and then kept Scizor healthy enough to not switch it in on Psychics and just sacked Pokemon. I don't know. I just didn't have a lot of switch-ins to Lottie and especially Dragonite as well. Maybe it was just bad matchup. Either way, next up we got is a good matchup for me this time. So Fairy and Dragon demolished my Bug team, but maybe Grass I can beat. I mean, I do have the advantage. So hopefully. I think I just lead off with Galvantula as it leads off with Breloom. And I think I just get my Stick Webs up. And he goes for a Spore. Or she. So Breloom could be Focus Sash when it's a lead. That's what I'm thinking it is. So I need to try and break that Focus Sash. Yeah, just get my Sticky Webs up like I said, and he goes for a Spore. And now I'm just going to stay in and trying to break his Focus Sash with like a Hidden Power Ice. As he actually goes for Swords Dance, so I wasn't too worried about that as long as I break his Focus Sash. Like, that's the big thing. So I'm just trying to wake up over here. He actually goes for another Swords Dance, which is pretty nice. Luckily, he didn't go for like Bolt Seed or Rock Tome, because then that would be really annoying. He goes for Mach Punch, brings me almost to my Sash, and luckily I wake up and go for Hidden Power and break his Sash, because now I can bring in Buzzwole, tank and Mach Punch at +4, even at +6 I can tank one, because Buzzwole will resist it and it's bulky. So, yeah, pretty nice. And comes Buzzwole, and I'm faster because I'm Choice Scarf, so I guess maybe he didn't expect that, but I'm going to knock him out with Ice Punch right in his face. So down he goes. I want to go for Ice Punch because it doesn't allow Delmise to come in, and Delmise wouldn't appreciate it, a +1 Ice Punch. So it invites in Ferrothorn though, since I didn't go for a fighting move. So that kind of sucks, but I can bring in Armaldo, and Armaldo can get the rocks up, and also I can maybe not defog, Rapid Spin with Armaldo. But like I said, he does have that Delmise, and that's a Ghost type, and it can be a Rapid Spin blocker. So I decided to just give him a rocks up here, and then he comes to Delmise, because if I Rapid Spin and he brings in Delmise, that could be bad. So might as well get the rocks up. I do have knockoff on the Armaldo, I'm just going to go for that, and I actually do get a critical hit on him as well, which is pretty dang good for me, because I get rid of the Soul Vest and I can just knock him out with the next hit, and he just goes for Rapid Spin, so it's a little unfortunate. Down goes my webs and my rocks, but oh well, what can you do? Get to knock out the Delmise though, and that's going to be good since now I can get my Stealth Rocks up and keep him up versus this team. Even though they're not the best versus a Grass type team, but at least a little bit chip, just in case he has like Focus Sashers. And putting in range for maybe a Bullet Punch Sweep with Scizor. So I go for Rapid Spin, get rid of his rocks there, since why not? As he actually glares me, so this is going to be an annoying substitute. Superior sets with Glare. This is a set that you do not want to run into on any Pokemon battle because it's just very annoying to deal with. I mean, when you use it yourself, you're just like, ah, man, my opponent is screwed. And you're just like, yeah, I am. I don't want to play this because you pretty much can just lose them on so easily. Even if you have a check, you can just get full parried so many times, and Leaf Storm is snowballing on you. With the contrary, it's over. They just wait till you get paralyzed, and they're behind a sub too. So at least Heracross could maybe deal with it by breaking the sub multiple times. But my plan is to just break that sub and then maybe go into my Buzzwole, Choice Scarf, Ice Punch it, or my Scizor and go for a Bullet Punch. So unfortunately I'm full parried. He goes for a Leaf Storm and knocks me out. He is at +4 now, I do believe. He had 2 Leaf Storms. So that's not good. He can really just knock anything out with a Hidden Power Fire if he does have that, but he might not, since most of them would probably carry just Leaf Storm, Sub, Glare, and then Taunt, I would assume. Maybe even Synthesis. So I go for Bullet Punch. He actually goes for a Glare, not attacking me, which is beautiful right there. Because potentially maybe I can get a critical hit and knock him out. So I go for a Bullet Punch right there. And I think he actually goes for, yeah, Leaf Storm. He didn't go for a Hidden Power Fire, so he didn't have it. So that's what I was really worried about, because maybe I could have a +4 Leaf Storm. And he actually dodged it too, so that's really good for me. I knocked him out right there. So somehow I pulled through versus the Glare Superior. I guess with a little bit of luck with that 90% accuracy Leaf Storm, but I think I lived. Maybe. Potentially. Either way, I have Buzzwole to revenge it anyway. Like, it wouldn't matter too much. Anyways, I bring in the Volcarona as in came Ferrothorn, and then in came Bulu. So, pretty good matchup for me, but at the same time, I don't want to risk getting Rock moved, and I think Bulu can live a Fire Blast, so I'm just going to go into Scizor. And yeah, he does have the Rock move right there. So, pretty good call on my part. Because I feel like a Bulu and Monotype would probably have Rock Slide. So, he goes for Rock Slide again. Luckily, I pulled through the flinch and the para, because that is a big thing that could happen right there. A lot of hacks with Rock Slide. And that does some good damage with that U-turn. And I can just bring in Buzzwole and hopefully just KO the Buzzwole with an Ice Punch. But in came the Ferrothorn. And yeah, Ferrothorn is going to get its Grassy Seed. So raises its defense, and that Ice Punch literally does nothing. So pretty interesting Grassy Seed Ferrothorn. It came in handy versus the Buzzwole, but I do have the Volcarona, which I just bring in. And I think he just gets his rocks up, yeah. And now I'm pretty much free to go for a Quiver Dance, unless he's going to be Thunder Wave, which could be bad. But with Quiver Dance up, he won't be able to outspeed him with anything. And then Fire Blast and destroy his team. And also, I have Psychic Z for the Venusaur as well. So he actually goes for Leaf Seed right there. That's going to be a little annoying if he can play around my Fire Blast and Psychic. Maybe he dodges Fire Blast, and he can bait my Psychics by going into Ferrothorn. So I do miss a Fire Blast right there. He goes for a Gyro Ball, really weakens me, gets a critical hit. Luckily, Flame Body. Now I'm just praying he doesn't have Protect, because now if he does, I'm just like, oh man, I could really lose my Volcarona to a Ferrothorn by missing Fire Blast. So I go for Fire Blast again. Luckily, I hit that Ferrothorn right there, and it knocks it out. So that could have been really bad, and luckily he didn't have Protect too. That was close. So, in comes Venusaur, and I'm just going to go for the Psychic Z as he actually switches out Venusaur into the Tabula, I guess, hoping that maybe I'll miss a Fire Blast. He gets that Grass Terrain back up, and also, even though the Grass Terrain does heal me, I think he recovers more with Leaf Seed. I'm pretty sure. So I still lose a little bit HP, and maybe he would hope that I miss again, and he can outspeed me, or potentially maybe outspeed me, but I'm running a fast Volcarona, and just knock me out with Rock Slide. So Boogle's not gonna get a chance to do that because I just Psychic Seeded. Because that was the plan for versus the Venusaur, but now I can just Psychic it, and I think Venusaur actually does live, and knocks me out, which is unfortunate, but the rest of my Pokemon should be able to take care of it. Yeah, Venusaur is pretty bulky, it does live, and it goes for Synthesis. Regains a lot of HP too, and with Leaf Seed he can regain a lot more. But it's not going to win. It's not going to win. You don't have a lot of more Synthesis, and since I still have Mega Heracross and I can just Swords Dance up and kind of just demolish you, it's just not going to happen. But I'm still trying to break through, I mean, with Psychic. But yeah, like I said, he's going to keep clicking Synthesis. Could also just go into Scizor as well though, and maybe just U-turn. Although he could just Synthesis up on that, but at least I'm wasting it with his Volcarona. So kind of just waiting until this Grass Terrain goes away as well, since it will speed up the process. My best play for me is just to keep flicking Psychic, for sure. Because like I said, if wasting Synthesis and wasting Grass Terrain, and that's the biggest, most important thing, wasting those Synthesis so that he can't like stall out my other Pokemon. But maybe he could, if I miss all my moves with Heracross, because then I would have to go for like close combat, because Pin Missile and Rock Blast can miss. So I mean, when there's a will, there's a way. He's not giving up at all. Which kudos to him. I mean, I personally would not give up. Maybe my opponent makes a choke, and he can capitalize on that. But I try my best to not choke, but sometimes I do, because I just kind of get a little too cocky and think that I can just win. So finally, Volcarona is going to go down here to the Leaf Seed. Maybe I could have Quiver Danced up on one of those and like utterly one-shot him, but I doubt it. So now finally in comes the Heracross, and I think I just Swords Dance up, or maybe I go for 2 Rock Blasts, I forget, and knock out the Venusaur. Yeah, I go for Pin Missile, okay. That doesn't knock out the Venusaur though, I think. Venusaur does live that, unfortunately. Yeah, it's gonna live. One more turn. Like that little close. He goes for Synthesis, but Pin Missile is just gonna finally knock out the Mega Venusaur. So man, Mega Venusaur is so fat, it never dies, but luckily Mega Heracross with like literally the highest attack stat in the game can break through. I think, does that have the same attack stat as Mega Rayquaza? Or is it higher? I don't know, I forget. But yeah, and it's Stab too. Stab Pin Missile. Bug type. Whew. Could have been bad if I didn't have that. So last game we got is versus Sandra, versus Mono Water, and she has a lot of Pokemon you don't really see, like Dugong and Lapras and Jellicent. Maybe you see Jellicent, but not Dugong and Lapras. So I'm thinking, like, is this going to be like a Whirlpool Pair Song too? I don't know. Either way, I lead off with the Galvantula, and she leads off with the Araquanid. I just dropped the Thunder on you, and no real reason to get Stick Webs up because her team is actually just slow as crap. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go for a Thunder. She goes for Leech Seed, Leech Life, Leech Leaf. It's a funny name. But that's not going to matter because Thunder can knock out the Araquanid from the range it's at, so down you go. And yeah, Galvantula is pretty nice versus this Mono Water team. I wonder why. It's not like Water's weak to Electric or anything. In comes Lapras, and the most horrible thing happens. I missed Thunder right there. And Lapras is going to almost knock me out with Hidden Power. I'm guessing it's Hidden Power Fire. So that's going to be noteworthy if I want to bring in Scizor on this. But at least I hit my second Thunder right there, so it doesn't even matter. I can just Bullet Punch the Lapras. Or I could U-turn on it as well, because, I mean, Lapras is slow as crap. It's not going to be outspeeding a Scizor. So I bring in Scizor. Gonna go for a U-turn. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna face death right in the eyes. I don't care. You're not gonna be able to outspeed me and hit me with that hidden power fire. I know you want to, but you're not. So U-turn. Very nice. In come Armaldo, and maybe I can get my Stealth Rocks up, potentially. In comes Dugong. Dugong, I'm not really too scared of it. It does have Surf though, and it can't 2-hit kill me, which is fine. Wait, no, it doesn't 2-hit kill me. Man, Dugong, you weak. Armaldo, you strong. Jeez, I thought it would. But nope, I was mistaken. I got my Stealth Rocks up, and I think I do get a Stone Edge, and I think Dugong does live after going for another Surf. Luckily, no critical hits, knocking me out. And Dugong is weak to it because it is part Ice type and a little bit part Water. So that's why they're pretty much like low tier because of the Ice typing, I would say. Weak to Rocks. If they were Mono Water, that'd be a lot better, to be honest. Losing that weakness to Rocks and Fighting is always important. But they also need like recovery moves, like a lot of like recover. But yeah, anyways, I bring in Scizor. He goes for, I mean, she goes for Protect, and I just go for U-turn, just trying to knock out the Dugong and get momentum at the same time as well, because I know I can live a hit from the Dugong, and I should be able to outspeed as well, because I am running max speed Jolly Nature Scizor. So there's no way it's gonna outspeed me. So now I bring in Heracross, and my plan here is just kind of Swords Dance up, and hope that Jellicent doesn't have Will-O-Wisp. That's going to be the plan for me. I don't have Bullet Seed either, so that's why I actually stay in regular form, because I do believe I have Guts on my Heracross, and if it burned me, I'll be like, alright, nice, I got Guts. I don't have Skill Link, but at least I have Guts. But nope, just went for Ice Beam, so yeah. That's going to be all she wrote, because now I can just Mega Evolve, hit Rock Blast, and knock out all her Pokemon. So Mega Heracross with Swords Dance is one really good breaker. If you want a really good breaker in the Monotype tier, and if you're using Mono Bug or Mono Fighting, Mega Heracross is the guy. Especially with Swords Dance, you can really just break through these slow teams. Unless you want to use Mega Blade too, if you want to use a Mono Fighting. Not in Mono Bug though. I think the other Mega that's really, really good for Mono Bug is Mega Pinsir. Which I think is actually the better version. Like, I think I have another team like this with Mega Pinsir and a few other things changed. And I think I like the Mega Pinsir one more because Mega Pinsir is faster, has immunity to ground, and has Aerialate, which Aerialate just can be annoying for a lot of teams. So, I don't know, you gotta pick your poison. This was like a Sticky Webs team though. Kinda wish sometimes I had Bug Games Evolve Corona, like versus that Dragon team. I could have Core Danced up and just Bug Buzz that Megalodi. Oof, that would have been beautiful. Like, even Bug Games eat it. But maybe he knew I was gonna be like a Psych Games E. Maybe he knew the team. Because Obie does play a lot of Monotype. I know that. So, yep, that's going to be it for the Wi-Fi battles today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace.